Hello, we're Group 6 and we're going to be talking about how sustainability was observed in our field class. I'm Vanessa Diaz.
I'm Chanel Alphonse.
Vanessa Perez.
I'm Laura Rodriguez.
And we have Jenny Bautista on the phone.
Hi.
Well, we basically had mixed feelings about sustainability being observed in our classroom. We all thought that the teachers were talking about sustainability because they were talking about recycling and the purpose of living things. But when we asked them about sustainability, they were like, what is that? They didn't know what the word meant or how it was spelled. So it was pretty funny. I don't know if you guys had a different experience with the teacher.
I know my teacher didn't know what sustainability was, but she was really big on recycling and making sure the students were reusing things and things were being thrown away. They had to be thrown away properly. And if just because something wasn't in use for this, she would have them use it for another project or something that could still be used.
Although it wasn't mentioned in my classroom, I noticed that the teacher also talked about turning off the lights a lot. So although she didn't say it, I knew that she was using sustainability in the classroom by remembering to tell the students to turn off the lights and
which is good because when we go to the bathrooms in FIU, you do have that reminder, turn off the bathroom light when you go out. So at least she was being aware of that and showing that to her students.
Right.
Jenny, do you have anything to say about your field school?
Well, the teacher will tell the students don't waste paper, right behind, even though you made a mistake, don't throw it away. Exactly the same thing, turn off the light, we'll recycle stuff, or we're on the school to recycle in classrooms and stuff. That's how I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, our teacher wanted the kids to be very engaged outdoors and inside the classroom.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to talk about how the resources were used in the classroom. So, did they use any outdoor resources in your schools, guys?
My school didn't really have anything. They have a lot of green. They don't really have many trees though. They don't have any garden. They don't have anything, but they do have, I know that my class does it with this kindergarten class, because I had a first grade class. They do like a butterfly garden thing. But that's the only thing that I observed for spring and summer.
One of my biggest concerns was that they had a garden, but they wasn't using the garden. So there wasn't any plants in the area. They actually had it blocked off for the garden, but there wasn't plants there. They weren't utilizing it. So they had the area, but they just didn't use it.
I have to say that I'm the same because my school was an open school, and in the middle of both buildings, they had this beautiful garden where the students would be able to go and see the trees and the flowers, but it was just there for decoration. So most of the instruction was being in class, and they didn't give these students the opportunity to go outside and research what sustainability meant outside of the classroom.
Well, actually, my students were able to go outside into an open field, so the teacher had them do a lot of activities.
I know my class, when they did go outside, they were really only on concrete. They had very little grass area where they would actually play on, even though they had a lot of green, because Ludlam does have a lot of green, but they're pretty much just on the court.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Jenny?
Well, in my school, they don't really have anything. They'll have a park, or they have green areas and fields, but nothing really. But the teacher will go outside of the classroom and try to make the most out of it. Like, oh, look at the rocks, look at the trees and stuff. But to say they really had something to use, no, the teacher just made the best out of it what they had.
Yeah, it's a shame because it would have been a great opportunity for the students. But now, how was science presented in your field school? Well, for me, it was mostly inside of the classroom with worksheets and just a lot of discussions, but it wasn't really hands-on activities that we experience in our class now and at FIU. I wish that they had the opportunity to have those hands-on activity because it would give them a nice teamwork and just look at science in a different and fun experiment. But
since I'm in a kindergarten class, I see a lot of hands-on. The teacher used a lot of hand glasses and telescopes to teach them. I observed one of the experiments where the teacher was teaching them about sinking and floating, putting objects in the water and observing which one sunk and which one floated. So, I mean, she took them outside various times, but most of the science activities were done in the classroom, but it has to be hands-on, and I'm assuming that she did a lot of hands-on because they're smaller and they have to see things. They can't just go through
for them to be able to understand.
My class did a lot with magnifying glasses. I know they did that, and she would take them outside to grab the grass and little trees and leaves to then look through the magnifying glass and the little telescopes to see the difference.
Right.
But other
Yeah,
than
my
that,
kids
and they had
did their
worksheets.
rocks and marbles and stuff like that.
And what grades were you guys?
I was in
Okay.
kindergarten.
Oh.
And I was in third, so.
Okay.
You would think the bigger ones had a more opportunity, but I guess not.
Okay.
Jenny, how did you see science presented in your field school?
Okay, well, they rarely went outside. The teachers, like, one time they went outside, basically the teacher would give them, like, worksheets, and they'll watch a lot of, like, videos, like, scientific videos, and, like, brain pop, activities, stuff online, basically. They didn't really do much of, like, hands-on activity.
Brain pop is good,
That.
but we need to do more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
they
something.
should
I
have
don't know
more
if the end
hands-on
of the year
activities
was.
inside and outside of
I think for
classroom.
some reason teachers are scared to
Do
actually
science.
go outside and do science. You
Yeah.
know, I think we're just stuck to the book because
Technology is
reading
taking
and
over.
Yes.
so it's sad, but
And what grade are you in, Jenny? What grade were you in?
I was in kindergarten.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
So how did everything make you guys feel now that we discussed these questions about sustainability in our classroom? How did it make you feel that some of these teachers were doing part of it but not the whole job?
I'm just happy that I'm learning about it now so I can implement it in the classroom, because a lot of times the teachers can't implement what they haven't learned. So they don't know sustainability because they haven't been taught sustainability. Sorry. So the fact that I'm learning about it, I'm very happy, and I'm happy to implement it in the classrooms when I do go in the classrooms and teach my students about recycling and what are the benefits of recycling and turning off the lights, because at the end it'll benefit us all. We'll save the world.
I think we have an advantage because we did have that opportunity to learn about it, and we know new ways and fun ways to do it because we experienced. I think we
Exactly.
felt like little kids when we're going outside to the butterfly garden and catching butterflies. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
hoping,
think
yeah,
kids
we
need
can
more
do that.
hands-on activities so that they can be more engaged into the lesson.
I think being able to incorporate what we've learned. 'Cause I know when I was in school, none of this meant anything. Recycling wasn't even a big thing when I was in school.
No, it wasn't a problem back then.
And
I guess.
then, so now it's like to be able to learn it, and then but kids need to go outside and they need to see like the differences. They need to see the before, the after. They just need to learn about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Jenny, what's your view?
Like, well, before I didn't, I didn't know what sustainability was exactly. But now, like, I do know what it is. I realize how important it is for teachers to use it in the classroom. And it's kind of sad how teachers don't use it as often. And it's important for the kids to learn to engage in the world and the environment and stuff. And so I know what it is now. Like, I'm learning and trading using my class to see the kids outside. Make science fun, not like so boring just for them to read.
It doesn't have to be about worksheets.
Yeah, it's about going outside and doing things.
Yeah. They can't learn environment in the classroom. They have to go out and experience it.
You know what? I had difficulties with keeping sustainability, the term, in my head. So then I started thinking about sustainability, the ability to sustain something, or what are we sustaining? Like,
Oh,
what
it's
are
a
we
great
trying
way
to
of-
keep? What are we trying to keep around?
Yeah.
Where
you
we
know?
live, these trees right here behind us.
Yeah. So
We're being very sustainable.
right outside, and it's hot.
But we're not sweating.
No, we're not
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, this wraps up our interview, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and the fact that we were being sustainable outside. But I hope that you guys understood our view in the classroom and how we observe sustainability in our classrooms.
Bye.
Hi. Did you color your hair?